Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I will be discussing what I thought of the latest and very intriguing episode of Evil, which dropped its newest episode today on Paramount Plus. I just had a chance to watch it, just finished, really enjoyed it. Before I begin, of course, please be warned that this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on Evil by the most recent episode, today's episode, you do not want to keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, all that jazz. So, you have been warned. That being said, let's jump right back into it. First and foremost, I think we have a whole new term or meaning. We have a whole new meaning for the term animalistic sex. Because that was bizarre, kinky. I mean, not kink shaming here, but okay, whatever floats your boat. Although I think it does play directly into the theory which came up earlier this season about Kristen being possessed, or in the early stages of possession at least. I mean, like, unless, you know, anybody who isn't possessed could, like, heat up a metal cross and then burn themselves with it like she was doing. And I don't know what the fuck the thinking is behind that. Does she want people to think she's possessed, or is she testing to see if she is? I didn't really understand that final scene. It was just a little confusing, because it's like, is she testing herself for possession, or is she doing this because she's possibly possessed? I'm not sure. The case itself was interesting. There wasn't I didn't feel like there weren't many high stakes in this episode for the case in question about this God helmet thing that they were investigating. It was interesting to see Kristen and Ben's experiences. But I felt like there weren't any real high stakes. It does suspiciously sound like the church wants to know if they could use it as a recruiting tool to get people to join the Catholic Church, which, if you're going to try to do that, you should do it on a more honest, open communication type of way, and not so subtly or sneakily. But I think the conflict, or the heart of this episode, was about Kristen and her husband reuniting after all this time. Nice to see him again, by the way. Really love seeing the kids' reaction to him. But it's like, he's noticed that she's changed, and he's starting to think it might be because of their marriage, but he doesn't know about all the dark demonic shit she sees and deals with in this show. And then I really enjoyed the scene, the standoff between Leland and the nun, which was awesome. I love the nun. I think we all have a new favorite character in the nun. She is badass and confident and not to be trifled with. Like, she obviously had that knife on her in case Leland showed up or confronted her or threatened her. So good on her, because when she started to pull her arm or hand out, I was like, oh God, she actually gonna subject herself to a burn? Oh, never mind. You got a big old kitchen knife. And I also love how rattled Leland seems to be, and I don't think it's because she's necessarily a religious individual. I think it's because she's just so spirited and strong-willed, and he finds that threatening, because, he's trying to be all evil and demonic and whatnot, but, I think that's one of the reasons why she scares him, is because she's not afraid of him. And that's what scares him about her, is that she doesn't seem to be afraid of him. Or if she is afraid of him or put off by him, she does a damn good job hiding it. But their little standoff confrontation scene in the kitchen was awesome. As was the bizarre, I liked that little twist halfway through the episode where it's like, it turns out it's Kristen who's sitting in the God helmet and not David. And so it's not David who's seeing Kristen murder the serial killer, but Kristen reliving it, thinking that David witnessed her doing it. Very, very unusual and pretty good plot twist, so to speak. Overall, still a pretty damn good, solid episode. I just felt like the stakes weren't as high as they normally would be, because the case they were investigating wasn't necessarily life and death. It was more of the church exploring a curiosity. But then I did like the dramatic personal stuff we got with both all three characters, with Kristen, Ben, like Ben seeing his dead mother and whatnot, and then David trying to prepare himself for the coming battle or conflict with Leland, according to the nun. So overall, still pretty solid, good stuff, and damn entertaining, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. So what did you guys think of the latest episode of Evil? What are your thoughts and feelings on it? Did you like it or love it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Have an awesome rest of your evening, weekend, if I don't see you. Evil drops new episodes every Sunday on Paramount Plus. Have an awesome one, everyone. Stay cool and safe out there, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.